Hey everyone, is silver a good buying opportunity right now? That's actually a really good question, which we're going to be discussing in this video. So let's get right into it. But hey everybody, welcome. Thanks so much for checking me out. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so already. Again, thank you. I really do appreciate it. So if you've been watching the silver market lately, you've probably noticed this interesting phenomenon going on between the paper market and the physical market. What am I talking about? Well, it's a massive disconnect between the pricing of the paper market and physical. So the paper market is represented by silver miners, ETFs, and futures contracts that represent the silver market. Meanwhile, the physical market is exactly that, physical silver, right? Maybe you have rounds, maybe you have silver American Eagle coins, maybe you have bars, but it is just physical silver that you can literally hold in your hand. You can touch it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can hear it, and anything else you want to do with it. I physically like to play with it and hear it and look at it and touch it, and I don't necessarily taste my silver, but I guess you could do that if you wanted to. But anyway, so what is going on with the market? Well, as we speak, the spot price of silver is about $27 an ounce. Well, typically, there's a slight premium of the physical market over the spot price. Typically, it's anywhere between $1 and $3 per ounce on the physical market versus the spot price. That's pretty standard. It has been that way for a pretty long time, since I've been watching silver for a pretty long time now. So that's pretty standard. However, here's the disconnect. Right now, the physical market is trading at about $37 an ounce. There is a $10 premium across the board on physical silver. That's a massive premium, $10 an ounce across the board. So, what does this mean? Like, what is going on in the physical market? Well, it's exactly that. As of late, there's been a lot of talk about silver. Well, as a result, there's been a lot of demand for physical silver. As a result, anybody who is selling physical silver is saying, hey, there's a ton of demand right now. We foresee prices going significantly higher in the short term and the long term. Hey, maybe let's pull half of our inventory. Let's maybe not sell it. And or, hey, if we can't get it and we're selling it so fast, we can't even get it fast enough because we're selling it so fast. Therefore, driving prices significantly higher, which is accounting for that $10 per ounce premium on physical versus the paper market. So it brings us back to our question. Should we be buying silver during this time? Well, again, I can't advise you on what to do, but I can tell you what I'm doing, and I can follow this up with some questions for you. My first question would be, what is your objective if you want to buy silver? Do you want to buy silver as maybe like a hedge against the American dollar, which is, losing value literally on a daily basis? Are you buying silver as maybe as an investment that you want to hold on to for 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, or maybe even pass it on to kids or grandkids? Or are you thinking you just want to hold on to some physical silver? Maybe you have an extra $500, maybe $1,000, or maybe more, maybe less. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you just have some extra money laying around and say, hey, the cash is just sitting here basically deteriorating on a daily basis because the Fed is printing so much money, and maybe I just want to buy some silver because I just want to have a little bit of silver. That's cool too. But I would say first things first, determine your objective before you go out and just decide to buy some silver. Next thing you'd want to know, do you want to jump into the paper market, as in stocks that represent silver miners? Do you want to buy ETFs that represent silver, like SLV? Or do you want to buy an incredibly leveraged instrument like the futures market, the silver's futures contracts? I would not recommend that. That is a dangerous one, but it could also result in massive, massive money if you know how to trade it. I've seen some guys make incredible amounts of money trading silver. It is nuts how silver futures contracts trade. That is a wicked one. Anyway, I would not advise that one, by the way. That would only be for those people who are very, very experienced with trading and if you have incredibly deep pockets. And I've witnessed a few guys in my history trade that live, and wow, they've whipped out some massive profits that I've seen. But anyway, that's beside the point. It's sure very interesting. So again, now that you've identified your objective as far as do you want to buy paper silver, as in the silver ETF, SLV, for about $25 a share, or do you want to buy some physical silver? Get some physical silver, maybe some Buffalo Rounds, maybe some silver American Eagles, maybe some 1 ounce coins, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, 20 ounce bars. What do you want to buy? It doesn't matter. Totally personal preference, whatever you decide. But here's what I can say. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm not buying silver right now. I'm a silver guy. I like to buy silver. I buy physical silver. I do not buy paper silver, simply because the paper market is incredibly manipulated. It's incredibly manipulated, and I'm the kind of person where I like to be able to hold something in my hand. I like to be able to touch it, feel it, look at it, smell it, jingle it around, and hear the sound of silver clanking around together. I just love physical silver, so I like to buy that. However, with a $10 per ounce premium, no thanks, I'm not interested. But here's what I would say. I would say, if you can, be patient, wait it out. The reason for that is when this market, the market as a whole, the broad market, decides to roll over and collapse like it did in early 2020, typically everything declines. Everything goes down. Everything is sold. Now, a lot of people think that, hey, wait, precious metals and metals like silver and gold are typically bought as a safe haven during the event of a collapse in the market. Yeah, you're right. That's after the fact. But initially, everything gets sold in the market, including silver and gold. Why, you ask? Well, because people need to raise cash so that they can service their margin calls. It happens every time, and this is what will happen again. So you're going to see everything sell off, including silver and gold and stocks and ETFs, and everything will go down because everybody needs to raise cash at that time. However, at some point, silver and gold will peg a bottom, and then that would be an amazing buying opportunity. We don't know where that bottom is going to be, but it will go down quite a bit. At that point, that would be an amazing buying opportunity where we can jump in and either buy whatever you want, silver as in physical silver. Maybe you can buy some shares of the SLV. Maybe you can jump in on some silver miners, whatever you decide. It doesn't matter, totally personal preference, and whatever fits your objective of buying silver. I know for me, at that time, whenever that day comes, I'll be buying a bunch of physical silver. Once again, because I like physical stuff. I'm a physical kind of guy, if you know what I mean. We're talking about silver here, guys. But anyway, so I would say wait it out. If you have some patience, wait it out. This is just, I can't tell you what to do. Whatever you want to do, but this is my strategy. I'm waiting it out. I'm going to wait for this thing to roll over, collapse. I'm going to wait for everything to go down, because everybody needs to sell everything to raise all their cash that they need to fulfill their margin calls. And then I'm going to be the guy coming in, swooping up some silver off of some guy's hands that doesn't want it anymore because he wants to raise cash. And I'd be happy to trade some cash with him in exchange for his American Silver Eagles. I like those guys. And some bars, whatever I decide at the time. So, considering there's this $10 premium on physical versus paper right now, that's a massive premium. And simply because there's just a lot of people who've said, hey, there's so much demand for the product right now. Why not pull half of our inventory or only sell a very small portion of it and, just sit on the rest? Why not? Prices will go higher at some point. Let's just kind of pull the inventory and just wait for prices to go higher so that we can jump in at much higher prices and sell off our silver, right? Why wouldn't you? Everybody is always willing to sell at a much higher price, right? I'm always am. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather sell at 50 versus 40, but I don't sell silver. I just collect silver. But anyway, I hope this helps you out. There's a lot of really interesting things going on in the market. Silver, of course, is one of those. I love watching this stuff, but keep it on your radar. Continue to watch that spread between the spot price of silver and the physical price of silver. And, at some point it'll tighten back up again. But right now it is just wickedly wide, really wide. So anyway, I hope this helps you out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so. I really do appreciate your support. Thanks, everybody. I'll continue to share all this stuff with you, my knowledge on the markets, passive income, multiple income sources, real estate, taxes, all kinds of stuff money related. Oh, and of course, stimulus. Can't forget that. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. I really do appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later.